Alright, so I think we're live. Yeah, I think we are live. Let's see. Okay, and we figured out how to chat on this. So I'm gonna have my laptop with the chat here if anyone ends up joining and asking questions or anything. So I'm just about to start animating. I know it's really late. I'm not expecting anyone really to join, but just in case anyone does, I wanted to make this stream. So yeah, let's get to it. I'm just setting up right now. Nothing special, like, all right. So it's what, like this. All right, I got it ready. Oh, I forgot this. Damn. All right, I'm gonna have to use this camera stand for this. God damn. Okay. Anyone join? Just my laptop. All right, let's see. So, okay. I think that is good. We don't need the slider for this scene as of right now. We don't need the slider for this. Okay, so how are we gonna shoot this? Here, what if I stuck it on the slider since it's not high enough? Yeah, like that. And we just have Batman land there. Okay, we're gonna have to just go with that like this. Okay, good. Okay, yeah, that works. And then oh crap. We're just gonna put this down. Or is that too high? Okay, that's perfect right there. And then the angle is gonna be like right there. We want him to be centered. There we go, that works right there. All right, so we got that. Anyone join yet? No, that's all right. Okay, it's kind of hanging off the desk, and I got my lamp over there on, so I'm gonna need to turn that off so it won't be as light as it is right now, because it's gonna be nighttime in the scene here. So we're gonna put it at 12 frames per second. Go here, manual. You always want to have your camera settings on manual. I always put on fluorescent. I think it looks the best. You want to focus in on your character or whatever you want to be focused. All right, so now I gotta clay down the set as well. So yeah, this is the second stream I've ever done. I did one earlier today and no one really joined, and I didn't know how to use how to turn the chat on, but I figured it out, and I wanted to try doing another live stream for you guys if anyone wants to join, because no one's really joined yet, and I know it's late. I just wanted, in case there's anyone up animating and they just wanted to have something to watch, ask questions, do whatever that they could. And I'm gonna be up for a while, so I wouldn't mind talking to some people. You know, whatever questions they might want to ask. All right, so I think we got everything set up. Let me get the camera setting. Oh, we need this. We're gonna need my rig. Got that. I got my camera rig here, or not camera rig, my character rig. Whenever I have something that needs to be like in the air, I think that's all I need from here. So, yeah. Okay, I think we're good. What are the lines? Oh, okay, never mind. I remember the lines. Okay, yeah, I remember the lines he's got. Okay. I'm not gonna say anything because I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, there's gonna be lines in this. So just be ready for that. Okay. And then we gotta. How lit do we want it? Oh, we gotta plug in the earphones so that. Where is the plug? There we go, got it. Keep it down here. Anyone join? No. Okay. Pull up the sleeves, get ready. Ready to work. Yeah, so how does that look on camera? Let's see. Okay, I like the way that looks with the light there. So, yeah, let's get ready to start this scene. Alright, so okay. Okay. We want to put the onion skinning on. Yeah, we're gonna want that. Alright. So now we're gonna switch to here. Want to make sure not to get my finger in the frame. Let me see, how does it look? Oh crap, he's gotta be holding the grapple gun. yeah, give me a sec to grab that. I had totally forgotten about that. My bad. Now I gotta find it in this mess. There it is. I think we are good now. Wait, where'd the... Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, we're good. Alright. So... Okay. Yeah, so let's get to it. Let's start again, because I had forgotten to have the grapple gun in his hand. That would have been a pain to have to redo if I had missed it. Alright, so let's go. Here we'll have him, start here. Yeah, like here. There. Then we're gonna put the helmet on. This. Maybe if I just hold him by one. No, I'll keep it like this. Oh crap! I got my hand in the my finger in the frame. Can't be having that. It's a rookie mistake, you know. Alright, now we're gonna have him land what right there. Now we're gonna have him go down a little more. And now come up slowly. Alright, let's see. Oh, crap. Damn. What if I deleted that frame? Is it too big of a jump? I think that looks good. Because he's going fast. That looks better than it looked before, if I gotta be honest. So I think that's good that I got my finger in that frame. So yeah, we're good. We're just gonna take a few photos, a few more of this. This is gonna be Alfred on the comms, and then now we're going to change the angle, the camera angle. It's just gonna be up front. Okay, so gotta try this set. Okay, how does that look? Okay, that's perfect right there. I know you guys can't see the phone screen right now, but this is the angle I need, so yeah, I'm sorry about that. I need just directly in front. Alright, that's perfect. And he's going to, put away the grappling gun. Oh, damn, I moved the set. Oh, damn. How does it look? Oh. Go ahead and line it back up. Okay, I think that's good enough. Just looks like a little bump. Batman looks to be in the same place. Oh, he is, but I need the whole set to be. Right there is perfect. Alright. Okay, lined it back up. That's great, that's great. Okay. Ignore. Alright, good. Alright, so let's bring that arm back some more. Okay, got it. Move the set a little bit, but I don't think it's that big of a deal right now. Okay, how? We're gonna have to. Oh, this is gonna look interesting. It has to go behind his back. Okay, and then get it out of his hand without moving the set right there. How does that look? Okay, perfect. Alright. Seems like there's 2 people on stream. Anyone want, whoever you are, if you want to say something, go ahead. I can see the chat on my laptop. So yeah, you got any questions or anything? Any questions, anything you want to say, just go ahead. Can I check who it is? Oh crap. Does it let me check? I don't think it does. But yeah, whoever it is, if you want to say hello, do anything, then I can see the chat. And we have chat on this stream, so go ahead. man is going to say something to Alfred. I want to make sure to try and ease in and ease out. Start with small movements, go into big movements, and then make the movements smaller and smaller as you're slowing down the movement. You know, I'm not super experienced, so I'm not the best at it, but you know, the more I practice, the better I'll get at it. Let me see how it looked. Looked pretty smooth. Alright. I'm getting excited. I'm about to get to the good part. And then after that, you know, the stream's done because it's getting late. But, yeah. Well, I've been on for a good 20 minutes. Yeah, and it still doesn't let me check who's on here, who the other person is, because I'm on my laptop watching for the chat, but I can't see who the person who's on is. So just keep that in mind. Alright, let's see what we got. There we go, he lands, puts the grappling gun behind his back. Talking to Alfred. And then he'll start with the run cycle at this angle, and then it'll change to the wide shot of him running across the roof. And then he jumps off, and this scene is done, and we end the stream because I know it's late and I want to get some sleep. But I was gonna animate this scene anyway, but I was thinking, now that I figured out how to put on the chat on my live stream, that I just do it, you know? Alright, let's get started with the first part of the run cycle. When I do the run cycle, I start off with one step, like one walking step, and then I go on to running. So here, I'll show you. Click. So I'll start off with this. A's not very straight. Is that any better? That's much better. Alright. Take the picture. Gotta get a little piece of clay because I have a hard time balancing them in between the studs. So a little piece of clay, put it there. Move the arms up a little bit. This is just a normal walk cycle for this one step, and then we're going to go on to the run cycle. So we got that. God damn, I'm facing down more. Keep messing up on these frames. Alright. Yeah, this is just what I do. If you guys do something different, you could let me know. But yeah, this is how I have them pick up speed before they like actually go into the run cycle. I think that's a pretty efficient way of doing it. Yeah, that's my opinion at least. Let's get him there, standing, leaning forward a little bit, showing that he's picking up some speed. And let's straighten out his mask. There we go. That's better. And which leg was it? Is that leg on my right? And he's gonna start with the run cycle here. No, wrong arm movement. Okay. Oh, it's starting to get hot. Maybe I shouldn't have put on this, like, long sleeve sweatshirt. Alright, and then gonna have that there. Oh, I just bumped the camera, my bad. That isn't straight. Oh no, that wasn't the right spot. I keep bumping the camera, sorry about that. Damn, sometimes it's hard to actually get them in the spot they're supposed to be. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, so then we're gonna go on to the next movement for this next frame. But I'm just gonna put him where he needs to be, just so that I don't need to do it in the next one. There we go. So let's get him in position. This is the main event for, yeah, this stream was basically made for this scene. This is like the main part, which I think is gonna be pretty cool. I think so. Let me just move that real quick. And then we're gonna put this in here. So how far? So the farthest it will go will be over here. And then we'll have this side held down as well. And it's gonna slide. It'll be like here where we start. We want him at the center of the screen at all times. So, all right. How do we want this to be lit? Yeah, we want it to be mostly on him. So, oh, can't forget to place down the set. Because I can't have the set or the camera moving. You want to try and keep everything as steady as, oh, great. You want to try and keep everything as steady as possible, which means not knocking over your camera. Yeah. Yeah, that would be something that you wouldn't want to do. But thank God I am setting up for a different angle. Like sometimes if you bump the camera, just make a new angle. It's not even worth trying to line it back up, you know? So I'm just gonna keep moving it where he's in the center of the frame. So now he would be here, I'm really gonna need to pay attention to where he is and have him leaning forward. Okay. So that is the right leg. Alright. So he's on this stud. I really gotta pay attention to what stud he's on. And then go to this and put him in the middle of the screen. Hopefully this doesn't look very choppy. I'm trying to like animate the camera as I am him. So if you know what I mean like I'm trying to move the camera like the same as his movements, so every time that he moves, he's got to be in the center of the screen, which will like give, I don't know, I think a cool effect. Maybe put his arm back more just to hold the cape up. Okay. So let's see how it looks. Yeah, it looks good. I like how it looks. Alright. So his foot was on this stud. Yeah, like that. And we want to get him at the center of the frame. Alright. So it's going to be that back leg, the one that is not facing us, that will be next. This is actually going a lot quick. Oh crap, I did not move the camera. Did not move the camera at all to have him in the center of the frame. Alright, now we're good. Now we're starting to get to the edge of the roof where he will soon be jumping off of. So, wait. Oh, I put him on the same stud. He's got to be one forward since this is a running cycle. Okay, we're gonna have to keep that wire out of there. Good. Alright. We got that. If we can get that piece of clay. Yeah, we got it in between the studs. Oh, come on. That was not the time. Okay, I think I moved him over a stud. Yeah. He's supposed to be there. Yeah, I am completely screwing this up right now. And this, yeah, matches up. Okay. So we found the stud where it is supposed to be. And now, I was having a bit of a hard time putting that, but now we should be good here. Okay. Alright, and now we just gotta center him in the frame. Good. Okay, that took way too long. Yeah, it looks really good. I'll show you guys once I finish, because you can't see the phone screen right now. But yeah, it looks really, really good. Okay. The scene is coming out very, very good. Oh, wait, is that the laptop starting to pop through? Yeah, I think it is. I'll move the laptop up here because I don't need it showing up in the scene. So, yeah. Do you think I should move it more? Because there's just a little more for the camera to move. So just on this next step, I'll have, because the slider can only go so far. I love how, like, dark everything in the background looks. And then there's, like, the moonlight in this corner. Like, you guys will see when I show you on camera. But, I love how dark it looks. It looks really good. This scene is coming out really good. And the running scene looks really, really good. So it's this right leg here. And now the camera won't be moving anymore because the slider can't go anymore. There's no more space. So I'll just be going, you know, on his own without the camera moving alongside him. I might just have him jump off from this step. It'll be like, yeah, he takes that step. Wait. Is this leg lining up? Okay, yeah, it does. have him on the wrong stud? You know, it's fine. I don't understand what's going wrong right now. But yeah. Okay. So we got that. We're gonna wait. We took this frame, right? Yes, we did. And then he is going to bring that step forward. But up a little bit because he's got to bend down to jump a little. And he's going to be, we're gonna have to go around here. We want him to go in an arc, so but this one, so that we don't have this rig in the photo as much. Whoa. Okay, so now just like 3 frames, or we need some frames so that it could fade to black, and I could always cut it out. Alright, so let's just, alright, good. So, I'll be seeing this like fully for the first time as you guys. So let me just move all this out of the way. Got all these wires. Alright, so let's see. I personally think that looks really good. Yeah, I think that looks very good. So, yeah, that's basically it. I don't have any more scenes to do. I just gotta airdrop this to the phone I'm streaming with, and I'll do all the sound effects, but I can't do that on stream, obviously, because it'll be on that phone. So yeah, I think the stream is done here. Thank you for the one person who was watching. I don't know who you are, you didn't really chat anything, so yeah. Alright, bye.